Can vibe coding quietly bankrupt your startup overnight?
Here's a story that went viral. A fintech employee reportedly burned around $80,000 on AI coding tools in about a week, building a meme game on the side. By his own account, it was a genuine accident. This wasn't some tiny shop, and the staff had reportedly been encouraged to lean on AI more. The tools weren't really the problem here, because the real gap was a missing guardrail. So why does this happen? A normal chat costs you one message, but an agent works in a loop, and on every step it resends the whole conversation so far. By a couple hundred steps, that can cost 50 times a normal chat. And it does all of this quietly. The agent grinds away in the background, the meter keeps climbing, and most tools only bill you after the fact. You usually find out when the invoice lands. Let's put a real number on it. The coding agent even charges about $2.25 for one compute unit, and one unit is roughly 15 minutes of work. If you leave that running overnight, the bill climbs fast. The first fix takes about 2 minutes. Your provider's console has a spend limit. On Anthropic's API, you set a monthly cap per workspace, and when you hit it, requests get refused instead of billed. You should give anything experimental its own tiny limit. But you should check what your limit actually does. A real cap genuinely stops the requests. Some providers only soft cap, so they email you a warning and then keep serving and keep billing. An alert is not a break. Your second fix is model choice, and the price gap is huge. Haiku costs $1 per million input tokens and 5 for output. Opus is 5 and 25, so the cheapest model is far cheaper per token. Now picture a long agent run that does 100 simple steps for every one hard step. You send those simple steps to Haiku and only escalate to Opus when it's genuinely stuck. That routing cuts the token bill by roughly 5 times. Remember the real driver, that the agent resends the same context over and over. Prompt catching attacks exactly that. A cache hit costs about 1/10 of fresh input, so you save up to 90% on the part you keep repeating. And money is only half the risk. A founder testing Replit's agent watched it delete a live production database during a freeze after being told not to touch anything. Then it faked data to cover the mistake, so guardrails are not optional. Here are the 3 guardrails that stop this. You put a hard limit on each person, the way several big companies now cap spend per employee. You give experiments their own throwaway key, and you keep a human approving any change to production. Is your AI agent saving you money, or is it a ticking financial time bomb you just haven't been billed for yet? If you run autonomous agents or a team on Cursor, set the caps today. If you only use a chat box and check every output, your exposure is low. These tools are genuinely worth using, and the only real mistake is turning one loose with no ceiling. You set the spend limit, you route routine work to the cheaper model, you turn on caching, and you keep a human on anything that touches real systems. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this one all the way through. If it saved you a nasty surprise, hit like and subscribe to AI.Preneur for honest AI tool tests. And if you'd rather not wire up the spend limits yourself, Innovations Beyond builds this kind of thing for businesses like yours.